aka people of Detroit. We wanna put people on. You know what I'm saying? We wanna get the world to know more about Detroit.
Well, what makes us different at the pod is that we want to have real stories by real people and displaying real triumphs. At the end of the day, in Detroit, one thing we know how to do is hustle harder. Today, I just want to share with you all what soap I'm using from Natural Nation. It is the mango soap. And I'm about to put this hitting on because it's about to be lit.
I need one more favor from y'all. Y'all ready? Say bad boys. Bad boys. Say bad boys. Bad boys. Louder. Say bad boys. Bad boys. One more time, baby. Bad boys. Bad boys. And that's our motherfucking time, man. We gonna get the party going inside in a little bit. Hey, yo, we got merch, we got vinyl, we got t-shirts. It's a motherfucking Big Valley, the big homie, and Stretch Money. Yeah, dog. Hey, yo, V, come on, man, hit that yeah, dog, for me. Yeah, dog.
Yo. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Sir LA.
And it's me, your girl, Dahlia.
And y'all in here rocking with the pod, aka the people of Detroit. Yes. Y'all already know we back with another one. And today we got two. Not one, but two.
Okay.
Very special Detroit legends in the building today. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, they been making their run. One been 10 plus, the other one 15 plus. And to this day, if you bring up their name in the underground, Detroit, legendary shit, you most definitely gonna hear their name. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start with the one next to me, my homie, Valid in the building.
What up, bro? What up, bro?
Greatly appreciate you coming through.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And then the one next to him, I know I ain't gotta say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You know what I'm saying? The homie, you know what I'm saying? Stretch Money in the building. Yeah. Greatly appreciate y'all coming through, man.
You, brother.
Greatly appreciate it, man. Welcome to the pod, aka the people of Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And I want to start this interview by asking, what hood made y'all? What hood made Valid? What hood made Stretch? You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Mr.
My family,
Hood man.
My family ain't even from America, bro. They're from overseas. You know, when my parents came here, my pops' side of the family, they was from Southwest. They came from modern day Serbia. At the time, it was Yugoslavia before.
Former Yugoslavia, right?
Yep. And my pops' side was in Southwest. My mom's side was in HP. When I was born, we were living in Southwest. And then when I was very young, we moved to Telegraph Road, Warren Road area, Warrendale, right there, the border of Dearborn Heights and Detroit, and that's where I'm from. So that area, Inkster, Redford, you know what I'm saying? Warrendale, Southfield Freeway and Warren, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They all up and down that thing.
That's West Side.
West Side.
Let me stop because some East Side shit about to come through. Let me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we love the East Side.
I was just gonna say East Warren made me. You know, you asked the hood.
For sure.
The East Side made me, but I'm from East Warren.
Okay.
Shout out to East Warren.
No, for sure. And now growing up, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, everybody know what y'all do and how y'all do it. Now, was there anything growing up that Valid wanted to be besides an entertainer? Or is there anything Stretch wanted to be besides an entertainer growing up?
Everything when I was a kid that I somewhat entertained or dreamed of being, It was always in. No, I was in front of the camera, bro. I'm gonna be a pro wrestler. I'm gonna be an NBA player.
Yeah,
Some
can
shit like that.
definitely see you as a
You know what I'm
wrestler.
saying?
I can see you
For
as a
Something
wrestler,
like that.
dog.
But like, yeah, I don't know how many. I don't know, man. I can't think of anything that I was like, you know what? When I grow up, I want to do that, and it had nothing to do with like
You want to be
self-expression or any type of like art form or like any type of fresh ass shit.
So y'all know I'm gonna ask, what was your wrestler name?
Oh man,
You know you had one.
I know you had one.
So my real name is Mihailo. People for short call me Mish in my household. Misha, whatever.
Right,
So I was
right.
the almighty Mish, you know what I'm saying? All my wrestling
Oh.
characters,
That
all my
actually got a ring to it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
all my wrestling characters in the video games when I made them and everything. That's what it was.
So now, Valid, you know we gonna have.
That's real.
So look, check this out. Check this out. So now, Valid, me and you have to make a song called Almighty Mish because that's
Let's
my
go.
nickname too.
Get out of here.
Kamisha, Mimi, Misha. Come on now.
Damn,
Now we
man.
gotta make a song.
This is
now.
exactly how shit be happening, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn, that's crazy.
Just like
I
that.
never knew that.
That's just like that.
That's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? So,
That's crazy.
Stretch, do you got anything that you aspire to be besides an
Young
entertainer?
Stretch in the crib running around.
Man, I was like 4 years old when I saw Rakim.
Oh, that's
And that shit just
Yeah,
changed.
microphone fiend, right?
Yeah, that shit changed my life forever.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
Like there's even at that point, I didn't know like I wanted to be a rapper, but like it was such a rush that it was like I kind of knew,
For sure.
like very early. I didn't have a wrestling name, but I was known in the house for jumping off the couch and screaming off the top
Did
rope.
they call you
There
Lil
you go.
Day when you was young?
Nah, Lil Darren. I was Lil Darren because my daddy was Big Darren.
Big, okay, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
same way. Lil Lawrence, all my little cousins. Lil Lawrence, Lil Lawrence.
Darren, Big everybody, that's Lil Darren. Like I could go, like I could see a family member I ain't seen in 30 years and say I'm Lil Darren. And,
Right.
God damn, boy! Like that was my motherfucking name.
Hilarious.
You know, but nah, real shit though. I wanted to be an actor, and I didn't know it.
Okay.
Yeah, like I impersonated every favorite fucking actor of mine that I could think of.
You got a good Denzel.
From
you know what I'm saying?
all right, my nigga, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, but
You gotta point the finger.
my nigga. Hey, you want to go to jail? You want to go home? You know, you know, I did impersonations, and I kind of entertained my family with that shit, from Arnold Schwarzenegger to Eddie Murphy, like, you know. So,
right.
Reflecting back, I've come to grips like, God damn it, I should have been acting. Because even right now, like, I look at Michael B. Jordan, and I'd be like, I could have been Adonis around this motherfucker.
No, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
Yeah,
But
I'd be like, yeah.
I'm gonna just put this out there, just in case y'all don't know. Stretch has been in 2 movies. You know what I'm saying? He has been in Detroit 80s.
Yep.
And he has been in Detroit Cable Connection. Shout out Pete Dot. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because since you talking about movie shit,
I shot a motherfucker.
Say in which one?
In the one movie. And I
you just like, that's all I know.
And I bought some balls in another movie.
You like, look,
We're gonna get you some better roles, bro.
Yeah, you
right, you know what I'm saying? I need some shit. I need to
some leading
get
roles.
motherfucking
Denzel
glory role.
You know what?
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
gonna play the president.
I'm trying to.
saying something.
Nah, real shit though.
Doctor.
Real shit. And I know we gotta move on. Like, I would love to like be in some shit like Snowfall,
Oh,
Ghost.
yeah.
Like I would love
Some urban,
I
urban
would
drama,
love,
series.
like
power type
you know,
shit.
like any type of role
Yeah.
in Snowfall, like Man Boy. I would love to have been Man Boy. You know what I'm saying? Like what? You know what I mean?
Like this man
or
role.
you know, like fucking Bishop and Juice. Like give me the untrustworthy, treacherous
slime ball.
Hey, you know, he sound like he need one of them Damaris roles.
You know,
he need one of them
Mr. Tubi roles.
But and it's crazy because
I'm coming.
Shout out,
no acting classes. I'm coming.
Let's get it.
Shout out Jigsaw and shout out Morilla. You know what I'm saying, for the Coney, which was inspired by Stretch Money. You know what I'm saying? From one of his songs with Vezo and KDZ.
So the fuck was.
It was actually inspired by that movie, and he was actually supposed to play the lead role in that movie, but you know, scheduling it just
life
didn't.
Be life.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
When Jig was shooting that shit, I was in LA and wasn't able to get back in time. Because I was out there. So I wasn't coming back for a minute. Yeah, I was working. Sure. So yeah, the timing.
That's real.
But I'm honored and grateful, you know, and it's a privilege to like he used the Coney Island record. I always wanted that record to get some light. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and like, you know, Stretch Money, KDZ, Vezo on one record. That's
crazy. That's crazy. For sure.
And I ain't gonna lie, it made for one of the coldest features I seen. I mean, not features, but intros in the movie I seen. It just set the audience. That intro was cold. Like the music and then the cinematography on that, and the editing, that was crazy.
Shout out to Jig motherfucking Saw.
No, for sure.
Yes,
you know, he was on the pod. We interviewed him. It ain't dropped yet, but it'll be dropping soon.
For sure.
And you know, let's hop to the homie Valley real quick. Or should I say Powder?
Ooh.
Should I say Powder?
No, don't say that.
Don't say Powder?
Nah.
Can you tell the people where that name originated?
It's my nickname in high school, bro.
You know
what I'm saying?
Right.
About to know. That's some real Narwhal shit. No, that was just my nickname in high school. So when I was pressing up CDs, man, that was just what it was. And we would put that on there.
He said the Narwhal shit.
My skin was whiter than this wall, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You was with your homie, Kid Boombox. That's his name.
That's my homie, man. That's my homie. Shout out to Boombox and that whole crew. And you know, that was like the first cat I was really rapping with when I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? 16, 17 years old. Still
shout
my
out
homie
Crestwood.
to this day. Yes, sir.
I got a dog-ass crazy memory of Crestwood, but that's
yes, sir.
Here there. But shout out Crestwood. You know what I'm saying?
Hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? But growing up, Valley, like, what was some of your motivations musically? You know what I'm saying? Because I know you were inspired by this one artist, by this one rap song. And that just sparked the whole forest fire. You know what I'm saying? Okay. No money, no more problems.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? B.I.G.
Yes, sir.
Like,
that's a hit.
How
that's the
big
one.
of an influence, bro, did that song
have
for you?
What he said about Rakim earlier, that's Biggie Smalls to me. I was 10 years old in my uncle's car, and I liked music, man. I loved music, all genres or whatever. I'm 10 years old, and this is like 97. And that's like the biggest song in the world. And the first time I heard it, like, you know, I'm sitting in the back seat. My uncle's driving with somebody else in the passenger seat. He's like, what do you want to listen to? And I just told him, like, whatever, just go to like the rap station or something. I forgot. But this song comes on. I don't even know what Biggie Smalls looks like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or nothing. I didn't even have cable TV yet or nothing. But just I hear that fucking song, bro. And it was a rush like none other. You know what I'm saying? Man, and
that bounce
for real, it's some real like fiend head shit. Like I've been looking for that same hit since the first one, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, it ain't not like that. Like
being especially when you're 10 years old, you know, you're much more impressionable. So it's like,
right,
you know, like that shit shook me down to the molecules in my soul, bro. When I heard this dude's voice, especially on that third verse when Biggie started going, and then it happened again when I was like I would get in the car, like. My mom would go to the store. Normally, I would want to just chill at the crib and like play with toys and shit. But I knew I could if she would let me listen to the radio in the car. So I was on some like, you know, she was like, yeah, bro, I'm just about to go to the store. So I would like get in the car hoping that song would be on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like searching for it. And then when we finally like did get cable TV and I turned it on MTV or BT, whichever one it was, dog. And then I saw the Hypnotized video. And I'm like, this is the same cat I've been hearing. That other song I like so much. And that just changed my life, bro. Right. When I saw Puffy and Biggie and they're on the boat with fly ladies and money,
silk shirts on and
Versace. And that was the moment. It was like, nah, I don't want to ball. I don't want to hoop. I don't want to wrestle. I want to be on speedboats and drink champagne.
And that's something, because
basketball
was like your first love. So for you to say that,
ain't it funny?
Yeah.
And then even like this hip hop shit, even like brought my wrestling shit into fruition. But that's a whole nother like conversation. But yeah, man, it was Biggie Smalls. That was everything to me. So when people ask me who my GOAT is, I don't know. But if I just by default, just because of that, I have to. I'm probably gonna have to say Big. Yeah.
That's dope. Big. That's a dope ass era to discover too. Like,
and it kept going, and then it was like I kept getting that rush, but it was like the deeper I got into hip hop, like you know, when I was a kid and I was in my junior high, you know, I'm only listening to what's on the radio and what's on TV, but then I started discovering like, oh shit, and I started picking up, you know, the XXL magazine. I would stop eating like lunch at school and save my couple bucks. My parents would give me $2-3 a day to buy lunch, and I would go cop XXL or the Source. And now I'm reading articles about artists that I don't see on MTV. I don't see them on BET. I don't hear them on the radio. And then I started discovering like, oh shit, hip hop is like way bigger than I thought. Like I thought like the only 10 rappers they play on TV were the ones.
That's it. Right.
And then like. Then the internet came around. We got, you know what I'm saying? And I got a computer in my room now, and I'm discovering. And now it's just like, oh shit, MF Doom. I was like, who's this guy with a mask on, bro? And how come this? Like to me, I was an angry teenager. Like I was to a fault. Like there was so much dope mainstream shit I slept on because it was mainstream. I didn't appreciate Jeezy when he was. I'm like, no, that's that bullshit on the radio. I'm gonna bump MF Doom. I'm gonna bump the Roots. I'm gonna bump this, that, and the third.
Hip hop purists.
Exactly.
Right.
To a fault, though. To a fault. Well, and I wish I did it. I wasn't like that. Looking back.
It's crazy. That's
crazy. I swear.
It's crazy hearing. It's fucked up. It make me. It's the thing is like hearing you express all of that. It makes me like I'm not that fucking older than you,
right?
Like, but the gap difference, it's not really timing. It's kind of more cultural.
Yeah.
No, in fact,
of course.
Yeah.
You live in a different household, so you're exposed to different things.
Yeah, like in comparison to how your shit went, my household's fucked up. Like because my household was like, bitch,
bumping Too Short,
all crazy,
you know what I'm saying? DJ Quick, you know, I don't want to eat it, don't eat the coochie. You know what I'm saying? Like this is rocking, this slapping in my shit.
Right.
Like no, what you call it, prohibiting.
Right.
Said no filter.
I loved it though.
So with you speaking on your musical influence growing up, I'm gonna ask you, how did Grandma Vicky music have an influence on you?
Nigga, what kind of homework you been doing?
It's the people of Detroit.
Yes,
Y'all already know how we do.
Welcome. He has this thing. It's called Ghetto Journalism.
Hey, nigga, you
same time.
Hey, dog, you the feds, bro?
Yeah, you been damn. Like, no, that's I like much respect for you digging. I don't know how you did that, but
you're gonna have to tell us.
Yeah,
if you ever want us to trust you
when
again.
it comes to this type of shit, I talk a lot. So
listen, before we get going. Y'all hearing it first. We about to make this the best interview they ever had. No disrespect to nobody else, but it's here. It's official. People in Detroit. Man. Let's go.
Well, the music she played is the reason why when I was in the studio at Hell of Us and he played Take Money to Make Money, my grandma Vicky is the reason why I knew what the fuck that was. Like I'm a with my granny and granddaddy at free concert at Hart Plaza, baby. You feel me? Picnic coolers. Shane, like I come from the era of we outside at Shane Park in the lot in the
that
rocks.
smelled like the 90s.
Remember,
I was about to say that too.
Yes.
When you could just
90s
pull
written
up
all over
right
that.
there, park, find a spot, pull your chairs out, and sit, and we listen to the concert. And Maze and like Maze and Frankie Beverly were you know, amongst many others, but growing up and being with her, around her, and watching her jam and shit like that.
Right.
On top of, you know, if you remember back then, them motherfucking concerts, it was Maze and Frankie Beverly rocking that bitch at Hart Plaza. You feel me? I'm the under the fountain getting wet, baby. We down here all day. You feel me? So that's the influence that my grandma Vicky had on my music, because she opened me up. Like, I'm a music baby. And I come from music households almost no matter what house I was in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the type of music she opened me up to is what caused the influence, because I heard the Mazes and Luther and, you know what I'm saying, and all that type of shit, real jams, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, etc. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My library is extensive for many different reasons and from many different people.
Nice.
That's dope.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, and you know, when y'all first started to like actually make y'all way off the porch with music, you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm not mistaken, your first performance was at Bullfrog, or was it at 5E Gallery?
Ooh, 5E Gallery.
My first performance.
That's a classic.
Outside of like my high school talent shows was at hold on, what was the name of the place? Sweet 100 on Finkel and Schaefer. That was my first performance.
Okay.
Shout out to the homie Ty Jones, man. And yeah, that was my first performance. I was nervous as hell, shaking, trembling. You know what I'm saying?
Don't know what to expect.
Yeah,
don't know what they about to say. Don't know. Yeah,
it was crazy. And then, but yeah, a couple of my other first shows were at Bullfrog, and so yeah, that's But as far as like when I started actually seeing some traction, locally, I dropped this joint called Competitor with Super MC. And
Shout out Sue. We just had him on.
Yeah,
and
that
was
was last interview, Sue.
Dope, yeah, super dope. And that was like the first one that I think caught a little bit of attention from the folks around here, locally. But many years later, probably the first track that I did to really get some traction outside the city was the joint I did with my homie Slade A from Chicago called What Up Doe, that had Fat Cat on it. And that
Shout
was
out
like
Fat Cat.
Yeah, Ronnie Euro. And that was kind of like the one where I really started seeing some shit. Like Sirius XM played it, and shout out to DJ Eclipse. And so really, like, it took many years to do kind of anything outside here. You know what I mean? And since then, we just kind of keep building, keep it going.
Fact. Okay. And I know Stretch, I'm going to get at least one out of two. I ain't get your first one, but was your first performance at Rado's?
Show the fuck what.
Now, can you explain your, mind state and going to do your first performance? You know what I'm saying?
Nervous as shit. The entire time. Like, I ain't despite like halfway rehearsing, I still wasn't ready for that shit and didn't know what I was doing. I had the mic like right here and shit, bouncing like a toddler and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew I felt stupid and looked stupid, but I had to follow through with it. But I just didn't know what to do and how to do it. And I tell you the true story about that night. I'm up there. I'm really in the moment. Like, and I'm like, damn, this ain't it. Like, I know I'm nervous. I know I look crazy. And I'm like, I got the two homies on the side of me. Rest in peace, Marco. Marco and H was with me. And we got Stretch Money shirts. We kidded up, you feel me? But I just ain't never did this before. We got the look. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I remember looking at everybody in the crowd, and I remember them looking at me, and I'm looking them in their eye, and it's like, you know that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm gonna keep going. And man,
they like, let young dog rock. Let young dog rock.
Crazy. So yeah, you know, all right. So and I never forget the homie like who host that shit was that shit, if I'm not mistaken, it was Tuesdays at Rados. And my nigga used to come on and he used to say, "Did he blaze the mic?" And I ain't blazed that bitch.
No. All right, bring the next
but so look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. So he brings the next act up. It's my nigga Jay from Off the Block. He had a song called Fresh Off the Block. And this nigga got on stage, took that motherfucking mic. He had his brother with him. His brother about this tall. And it was like, he had like 10, they was like 10 niggas. Rado's stage was only as big as this room, like the stage area. It was a little stage, but enough for them niggas to fit up there. Man, that nigga grabbed that motherfucking mic. He tore that bitch down. I'm talking about, and you would never forget it, because if you was there, like, that he had a saying, "Cause we fresh off the block." And everybody was saying that shit
like,
on the stage and the motherfucking crowd, because they was familiar with seeing this shit week after week. He's blazing the motherfucking mic.
Right.
Shout out to my nigga Jay. And he do some whole other shit now. You know what I'm saying? But me having such a poor performance, getting off the stage and seeing him do what the fuck he did,
all the energy
that was everything the fuck I needed to see.
That was it.
After that. So I credit a percentage of gaining my stage presence to my nigga Jay, Fresh Off the Block. For sure. Because that shit was class was in session that night. Yeah. And I don't think I've ever really had the liberty of telling him that shit like that, like word for word like that. Or even saying it out loud for real. Like, I might have said it, but like, that's the real. Like, and that was like so powerful for me that night. It wasn't just me like having a whack ass performance. It was what he did after that was fucking mind blowing, and it was explosive, and it was one for the books even today. You know, we in the hood, nigga, and you got crowd control and crowd participation. You a fucking master, you know. So that was magnificent for me, and that was the most significant part of that night, watching him whoop that bitch, and I left like, God damn.
That's a whole newfound sense.
I mean, because you could have went out that bitch like, oh, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like,
I mean, that's that hater energy.
You look like, damn, this boy from the block.
I was like,
he going crazy. Like, I gotta go crazy.
Fuck.
Like,
you know, and I studied a few other niggas, but you know, that ain't part of the question. But yeah.
No, for sure. Now, valid during your time frame in high school when you were powder. You know what I'm saying? Rapping with your homie, Kid Boombox.
What up, though?
Which you did release 3 tapes from that moniker, correct?
I think it was Funky Powder.
Yeah, you dropped a few tapes from that moniker.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was. It could have been. Yeah, it's 2 or 3. I don't even remember my G.
Like that.
Yeah,
it's all good. But
Valley gonna be checking like, damn, was it 3?
I'm gonna go back. Like, I don't even know how to even check that information.
He might have to up his source on that one for you.
I don't know. See, I have to stop the show if I tell people how to do things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, nigga. All right.
But what impressed me about you, like I said, I did my homework on both of y'all. And one thing I noticed about Valid is that not only is, you know, he a hard working individual when it comes to this hip hop shit, this rap shit. You know what I'm saying? He collabed with some of the best, you know what I'm saying, out of the city. And one thing I noticed out of your whole career, bro, is you still managed to graduate college, my dog.
I sure did.
You know what I'm saying?
That was tough.
And that's big. You know what I'm
Thank you.
saying? And you graduated, I think you had a 3.6 when you graduated, something like that.
I sure
And
did.
it's, you know what I'm saying? You was down there on the honor roll type shit. You know
We
what I'm
looking
saying?
like,
that is
shit.
on the road.
That's real.
Damn
That's
near.
real shit.
That's
Cause
that Dean's list.
people just see you for your music. And
Right.
we want to provide the people your story so they can get motivated to kind of still know
I mentioned
school
that.
ain't left.
Yeah, schools. Yeah, I mentioned that in one of my biggest tracks, man. January 8th, the intro to my Plum Brandy EP. I mentioned my grade point average and everything. So tk you for listening, bro. I
No,
appreciate
fact,
it.
fact, for sure. It was
Yeah, man. School's cool. You know what I mean?
School is
I'll
cool.
tell you this, bro. My for you to even say that to me is like kind of mind-boggling because my grades sucked in high school. You know what I'm saying? Terrible. Like my parents were on me. They wanted to kill me. I wasn't fucking with it. Didn't really care for it in high school, but I was like, all right, at least I'm gonna graduate on time. So I did like the least possible to just
Get by.
like the bare minimum,
yeah,
basically.
the bare minimum, like straight D student. I graduated, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But when shit changed, when I became an adult and I started going to community college, and I had to pay for that shit.
So the
When you gotta pay
motivation
for
is
something,
there.
that
it's
shit hit a little
like,
different.
yeah, like when I was going to community college and I'm working 2 jobs and I'm paying for this shit, and I was like, dog, college is expensive. This is not high school, bro.
Let me get my shit together.
Like, yeah, if you're not gonna pay attention and give a fuck to do the homework or
Then
whatever,
it's like, why are you wasting
don't
your
even,
money?
yeah, just
Mhm.
work a 3rd job or some shit like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
but then I hated that too. Like, I hated taking classes I had no interest in, but I like through just fucking grit and determination, I did good in those classes. But when I got to Wayne State, to the next level, and I started being able to pick my classes.
That was a whole new world at that point.
I loved school. When we started taking these philosophy classes, like that's what my degree was in philosophy.
Yeah, philosophy, yep.
So like I love those types of talks, and like I enjoyed going to school. I enjoyed doing my homework. I enjoyed doing those papers because this shit is fun to me. Like I'm not doing it. Don't feel like work.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that even with this rap shit, man, people are like, man, you work so hard. Man, we don't work. We work. We put in effort. We grind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We put our blood, sweat, and tears.
But it's your
But as the
passion.
old saying goes, if you
Yeah.
do what you love, you never work a day in your life.
Period.
This is fun, bro.
Fact.
I'm talking to you about my old goofy ass rap name in high school. This is fun. My father, he worked on cars.
Okay.
A mechanic. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Hands hurt, knees hurt, back hurts. That's work.
Mhm.
This shit is fun, bro. You
yeah.
get what I'm saying? And that was the
Right.
same thing with school. Like when I started going to Wayne State, and I'm actually taking classes that interest me. I can't wait to go home and write my paper
Right.
about why I think something is wrong or what humans ought to do or not do. What's moral? What's ethical? Do morals and ethics even exist, or is it all just man-made and we make it up? You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Is
you
murder?
such a
Is
rapper
murder?
even
You
in
know what I'm
your-
saying?
I
Is,
know
murder,
right.
is murder really wrong, or do we humans just don't like it, or is there an actual code? You know what I'm saying? Like shit of things like that. Like I
Yes.
wrote 20, 30 page papers
As Stress would
about
say,
shit
the
like that.
Matrix in reality. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I bet you if somebody muted that and watched it back, they probably would have thought you was freestyling, my G.
Oh,
You was
man.
passionate about
I'm
what
an
you was
animated
saying.
dude, man.
Like I love
swear.
it though. I love
an
the
animated
passion
dude.
though, for sure.
Yes, man. Well, that's always good to hear, bro. That somebody still, you know what I'm saying, do what they want to do in life and love, but still manage to have that back burner. You know what I'm
Yeah, you
saying?
got to, man.
Mhm.
You can't be one. You know, I even saw Jay-Z say this in a clip. Like, oh, you only do one thing? That's all you do? You know, whether it's you rap, you shoot movies, whatever the fuck you do. You only do one thing. Because that's not how you elevate in life, and you elevate your experience and your time on this earth. Like, don't just rap, don't just act, don't just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, wow.
And it's all it all becomes a part of you. Because I know the shit, my experiences in school, the shit I learned, the things I've written in my college papers affect my music and the words I write down when I go to the lab. You get what I'm saying? And vice versa. And it's all a part of you. You know, you shouldn't be one dimensional. You know what I mean?
No, that's facts. That's facts. Agreed.
And you know, and Stretch, you know what I'm saying? You really gained a lot of momentum. I'll say 18, 19 years old, you know what I'm saying, as far as like rapping, and you know, you end up signing with Hot Lava, you know what I'm saying, which is no more, which I understand, because it's been a long journey from that point. But we talking about when you was 18, 19. Yeah. And what a lot of people don't know is Little Boy was your first single. Yeah. People always think Take Money to Make Money was your first single. No, that was your first hit. Like, as far as like, you've been making bangers. So Lil Boy came out, and then I think Get That Dough, and then
it was you might be completely accurate, because we, like, back then, like, we really did it like I'm gonna say now, like the old school way. Like, I had singles leading up to releasing Take Money to Make Money, and Take Money to Make Money. Like, it's not like it ended up being the one, but because that other shit was cooking too. Like you say, Lil Boy, Hit the Block with It.
Hit the block with it. Yep, you know,
I think Get That Dough. I think that became a thing after the album was released, because Get That Dough was the crazy thing about that song, bro, is every verse on there is 24 bars. Like, that song long as fuck.
And now, you know, songs don't even be 3 minutes no more.
That bitch 5 minutes. Some shit. Like, it's...
That's how songs
you know,
be.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
how
like,
songs be.
you know,
you
gotta,
won't even realize. You just be rocking to that bitch.
I was in a zone. I don't know what zone I was in.
Like, for instance, a lot
he was
of
in the
people
rhyme
don't
zone,
realize...
my nigga. The rhyme zone.
For instance, a lot of people don't realize that Eminem Stand song is 4 verses, like 40 bars a piece.
Yeah.
But people, when they hear the song,
just
it's all good, they don't realize that this nigga just dropped 4 verses, and them bitches was like 36 bars a piece. Some crazy shit. But you so deep into the story, you so deep into the music and the you know what I'm saying, you don't even realizing that. But no, that's true though. You know,
it was perfect though. It was a real good rhythm though. He killed it with that shit. Yeah.
No, yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, we were just talking about the singles before Take Money, and you still associate with the East 94 boys?
No, well, it's kind of just it's
just kind of what it is type.
Like
it ran its course basically.
Yeah, but
you gonna lost for words, buddy?
no. I mean, bro, like. No,
it just it faded with how long.
There's nothing good to say. Like, I mean, like, my closest homie got killed. One of the homies quit. He just gave it up and just let the shit go and just. I ain't seen that nigga ever since.
Oh wow. Okay.
One of the other homies was my homie who got killed. One of my best friends, like. That was his brother. Fuck this rap shit. You feel me? Like it just I'm the only from beginning to the end. I was always the only one who fucking loved this shit the way I love it and cared anyway. Like, you know,
that's
what I'm
why
saying?
you
Like,
where you at. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's just what it is. Like, you know, it was me holding that shit together, binding it and making it like it was me. I was the heart and soul of that shit. It was like. Fucking, you know, and then losing bro was like losing Paul Walker and the fucking Fast and the Furious. You know what I'm saying? We lost we lost like part of the heart. You know, he was you know, like not only was he a dope MC, but he was like what's the nigga name from Lost Boys with the mask on? Or like the homie, you know what I'm saying? You know, the homie from Saint Lunatics that don't rap. Homie, but he was the energy, the style, the charisma
the arteries
amongst the bunch. We all had it, but he had a thing that just made this shit fun for us to do it together. You know, and it was me that the strength that they followed, but he made that shit fun for us. You feel me? And niggas, you know, that was just what it was.
And then it's just certain energy you just can't try to replace or duplicate. You gotta just kind of let it be, and then just keep rocking.
You know, and then shout out to Jake MC. Like Jake MC, like when the East 9-4 boy shit started, like that shit was me and my niggas, like my niggas. You feel me? Jake MC from Cali. Okay. You feel me? Like was from Cali and got pulled in because Crane liked him so much. You feel me? And then we followed Crane. Right. So it was more of an acceptance and welcoming thing and like that. Like so when you think about, you know, this shit, when you got groups of niggas and it ain't no harmony, this shit is like making a band every time. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to pull different motherfuckers together and personalities and shit. Me and the homie, we love to have a super group. I got an idea for a super group right now that I ain't gonna never let go of the idea, but it's so hard to pull it together. Like we gotta all want to be the group.
Yeah, it has to be organic.
Yeah, you feel me? Like everybody gotta want to do it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like some Wu-Tang shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you know,
get all these thug ass niggas together at one. Like
everybody just has to have. If everybody has the same common goal, no matter what it is, and we was actually just having a discussion. Shout out my bro Mo over here.
Shout out
we
Mo.
were just having this discussion about Executive Studio because it's literally a conglomerate. Every single person has their own business and could be doing their own thing. But when we seen that it was a lane and it was an avenue where everybody could shine and we can still help this other small Black-owned business get to their goals and we all can do this together, it just made sense. All the pieces just fell into place. So that's the same thing with music groups. And if it's not organic and it don't fall in place, like everybody want to do the same thing, it's not going to work anyway. Like you said, it's just going to be trying to fit pieces together.
The discipline and being able to rely on somebody, that's the biggest thing too. Because, you know, when you start putting years in this, it's just like, you start seeing like, man, there's some real talented people that have no sense of like scheduling, of timing. Hey, bro, you good for Saturday? Shit, I don't know where I'm gonna be, but yeah, I guess. It's like, all right, cool, I'll see you Saturday. And it's like, it's like, come on, man. Like,
I'm like that sometimes.
No, but not to that degree. But we all are like that.
I'm like that in the sense of some of this shit I just don't like thinking about it. Like,
right.
All right, we gotta do that. All right, cool. Like I didn't want to think about this in the sense of like, oh, we gotta go do a podcast. Oh shit, all right. I was just like, oh, okay, podcast. All right, yeah. I didn't really like ask who, where. Just send me the address, bro. You know,
like, all right, we gonna pull up.
That's like, different.
I ain't always gonna get no fucking body butter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm talking about more so. It's just
I know what you're saying, bro. Bullshitting motherfuckers.
Yeah, cats is just like, you know. The word, when they say, let's do X, Y, Z, you know how many ideas I've heard come up in the studio that never come to real life? Oh, my God. Man, we should do this, that, and third. Every time I'm out, somebody walks up to me, man, I had this idea, okay? Man, I got this idea for a showcase, all right?
Like, come to me with the
never happens. It never happens. Like, come to me when it's something tangible, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then let's figure out, words are just words, bro. I can come up with $18 million ideas right now. But if I don't fucking chase them or actually put the elbow grease into it,
exactly. That's true.
Was you done asking me what you was asking me?
My bad.
No, for the most part, I mean, y'all just kind of...
We make our interviews flow organically, so we chilling.
I'm going to hit you with something.
Huh? Okay.
Since you jump back at me, I'm ready.
Okay.
So, what does the name Azar mean to you?
Huh? Legend, Lord, Wizard, Warrior.
This word association is powerful. My God.
Phenomenal. Magnificent. I mean, do I gotta run down his accolades?
I mean, you don't have to. But what was some influence he had on you? You know what I'm saying? Not just as an artist, but as a man. What influence did he have on you coming up?
I can't really say he had influence on me as a man. But actually I can because we those of us that know him and personally and through Instagram, he's a proud father, a great father to his children. And I think that that's something that all of us have always known about him and respected, all of us, over the many years. So if I had to say, as far as like taking something from him as a man, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
real.
And you know, from the outside in, like, you know, his father's a good father, apparently. You know what I'm saying? So I do know that.
That's real.
Yeah,
You know what
but
I'm saying?
all of those, that and all of those things about Azar, bad motherfucker.
For sure. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? That's real.
Sonically, he's one of the best I've ever encountered. I love recording with him. It's always easy, smooth. He understands me. I understand him. Like just a good ass click, and you don't get that with everybody. It's motherfuckers I run away from working with because they hard to work with, you know. But Azar is that's he one of them ones, you know.
Nice.
Yep,
Okay.
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
that's one to know because I
Yep.
know that was somebody
On
that,
every level though, production wise, like on every level, Grand Wizard.
real.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So valid. You know what I'm saying? I know last time we were talking about you graduating. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know you was already into the music, doing your thing, but your first real break, like as far as like some label shit, was when you signed with Titan.
Yeah, that was
And
the crew,
that was
man.
2012.
That was 2010. But
2010, okay.
yeah, but I worked on a couple of EPs with my man's Chris over there at Titan. Shout out to him. And then in 2015, I dropped that album Reach High off them, and that was like we were preparing for.
So you just jumped past
that.
the Maria EP, huh?
But no, that was
No,
you're right.
shit.
I was about to go like the little mixtapes and the EPs.
That came from the heart.
That was that, and that was all under the Titan umbrella. So shout out to them. That's my peoples over there, Chris, Super MC, all that. So shout out to them.
Now, what did you learn as far as like actually being with a label? Like, what were some valuable things that you learned in that situation?
I would say my man Chris did a lot for me, so I always appreciate that. But one thing I learned is no label. Right now, Def Jam can sign me, right? And the label's not going to go harder for Valid than Valid needs to go for Valid.
Period.
Done. Point blank, period.
For sure.
It's cool to have them, and they're just help. But at the end of the day, you're born alone in this world, you're going to die alone.
Period.
And it's on you. Done.
Real.
That's what I learned. And again, I love Titan. You know what I'm saying? That's dude believed in me when barely anybody else would. You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
And he did nothing wrong. He did everything right. So shout out to my man's Chris. But even right now I'm in situations with labels and whatever, and I love them all. Thank you so much. You know, me and Stretch, we got Funk Night behind us. Shout out to my guy Frankie Rains.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Who's behind Bill and Isaiah, and you know, we have a team and a backdrop of people that are helping us. But nobody can do it for us. Me and Stretch gotta do it. I gotta do it. He gotta do it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I learned.
For sure.
In everything. There's no shortcut. There's no plug. You are the plug. You get what I'm saying? Like, you are the plug for yourself. And
you the plug. That was my line right there back in the day. So
yeah. And that's what I've learned, I think, and I keep learning over and over again. You know what I'm saying? And it just that fact continues to just resurface itself. It's on you. It's no promo guy. It's no manager. It's nothing. It's on you. Done.
Okay.
Invest in yourself, people.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Put your money behind you, you'll never lose. And if you do, you can't blame nobody.
Work for yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when that happened, what was the inspiration or not inspiration? What was the motivation with you and J Mac with Beyond Physics when you started
Oh
that?
man. Shout out to my guy J Mac who played a big role in the music of Bill and Isaiah too. He was from the same neck of the woods as me, and I went to this bar on Warren Road, and there's mostly white people in that bar. And I walk in, there's a DJ playing, and all of a sudden this dude starts fucking spinning like Slum Village and like all this Jay Dilla shit. Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck does this guy know about that? And like I'm slightly offended. No, I'm so I walk up, I'm like, bro, hold up. I go, and he's playing some like just some like dope ass like soulful hip hop shit, like my favorite type of shit, like
Right.
Mos Def and Common and Slum V, and he's not just playing like the hits, he's playing like dope ass like deep De La Soul cuts, and I'm like, time to fuck out, bro. Walk up to him. Well, we end up realizing like we know a lot of the same mutual people, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't go to school growing up together, but we kind of grew up in the same neck of the woods. So I was just like, oh, bro, you know so-and-so from high school, etc. So we just swapped numbers, man. He started coming to, like, I brought him to, like, Oh Miami, and then he started going to 5E Gallery because of me and shit like that. And he's like, man, I'm getting inspired. So he bought him an MPC. Or not an MPC, he bought him a machine. He's like, man, I'm chopping up these beats. And the way he was chopping them, I'm like, damn, bro, for a cat who's only making beats for 4 days, you know what I'm saying? You kind of hitting, bro. And, like, even, like, other people on the scene started realizing, he started collecting. I mean, he was always collecting vinyl. He was just a huge hip hop head. And me and him, we had the same taste in music, not even just for hip hop shit, but like a lot of the classic records. Like we were both nerds. Like, well, what sample is that? You know what I'm saying? And we were just two music nerds. And I was like, man, come on, let's you got these beats. We chilling. You live a few blocks away from me. Let's get it. And that was Beyond Physics. And shout out to DJ J Max, still a good friend of mine. One of my best friends in life. You know what I'm saying? Nice. Genuine, good person. And yeah, that's my guy.
Nice. Now I want to ask Stretch something. I know you made a lot of songs over the past 20 years. A lot of songs. There's this one song that stick out to me, and I know people ask you about it at some point, but Ill Feelings. That song Ill Feelings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like when I ain't heard it in a while, but I started re-listening to it recently, and I'm like, damn, because I lost my pops, and I know how like a relationship with your pops could be. Yeah. So like writing that song, bro, like was it emotional for you? Was that one of the hardest songs you had to create?
I ain't even write that shit. I just wrote it in my head.
Just came out. Yeah.
And I went to the studio and said it. I cried when I recorded it.
That's ill. Because, I lost my pop about going on 2 years, you know what I'm saying? So, that's a void that will never be filled. But, when you go through things with your pops, whether it's positive, negative, he not here, he passed, whatever the case may be. But a father figure is always important, you know what I'm saying, especially to a man and they upbringing on becoming who they are. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to shout that song out because that's one of my top songs that you created, and I had to.
That was, like making that song was like it was about the record and the content of the record, but it was also like I had liked to hope that people would see how dope I was, like yo, because that was the second tape. That was the punishment.
Yep. That was the one you released right when you got out.
And yeah, like you talking about, I was so much better than the first time.
Right.
Like after going through all the hoops and learning the process in and out the studio, in and out the booth, I've always been very sharp, with my craft, and from creating to recording. Like I never, from the beginning, I never was to go to the studio and come up with it. I come to that motherfucker ready. I ain't like sitting around in there 3-4 hours and paying for.
Sometimes my creativity don't even come like that. I have to be in other places.
I ain't never
bought
a block of time at the studio.
I gotta ask you a question to follow up with that. Where do you find your best place to create at? Where you feel like, okay, you in the zone, you come up with the most?
Wifey know.
Yeah, she do. 3 in the morning at the kitchen table by my motherfucking self while everybody sleep.
That's a good time. I like the car rides by myself. I freestyle and leave voice notes.
Pure quiet.
Yeah.
No, that's just been something like, I don't know if the angels be waking me up and shit. They've been doing that shit for like a very long time. Like I be up in between 3 and 5.
You know, they say, millionaires are made waking up between 4 and 6 a.m., brother. And you talking about 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I think you're overachieving.
No, I mean, even with doing that, I know I could do more. I could come up with more. But I felt the euphoria and experience of being up in them times and the rush. I've been up in them times and then wrote 3-4 songs.
That's the peak of your creativity. That's dope.
Like, and even I done put the pen down and step back like, damn. Like, it's 6 in the morning.
Straight heat.
I've been writing some what the ecstasy pill I done popped in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But even to this day, I'm still woke up in them times. I bothered her with that shit and everybody else, but I can't help it. And I'm all them. That's my time, and I would hope like not to be bothered at that time too, especially like when I'm in that mode, you know. And then you can't make that much. It ain't like I cut the Bluetooth speaker on. I gotta get the headphones. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's my time. I like to be alone riding. I like being alone.
And then when you create,
I could be let's say y'all call me to the studio and this was the studio, right? And I gotta do a verse, right? Like, and maybe the studio is in, or this is the studio, but it's another room over there. I might leave y'all and go in that room by myself and come back in 15 minutes.
But be ready.
But I also can do that shit right in front of y'all. It just all depends on how I'm feeling and what the record is, the vibe. But I'd love to be alone composing. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind critique on my shit or none of that, but I love to be alone wherever it is, even if I got off in that corner right there away from y'all. Like, we could be all being in here working and I'll walk off from everybody and turn my back and be
in the corner
and tapping in my phone. So it's finding that comfort alone for me, cause ain't nobody there but me,
right?
And my thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I would say comfort alone.
He tell me that all the time, like, man, I'm about to sit in there all night, right? We gonna come in there.
I'm about to go in there ready. Then I got 2 hours. I'm tired. I'm about to go.
I seen him do it, and I was super impressed. Like working on his album, like I've seen him come up with rhymes, walk in the booth, and say that shit perfectly. Right. 1 take, maybe 2, and that shit.
1 take, Jay.
That shit ain't me.
That was my name for a long time.
That shit is not me. I want to write on this. I want to write. And then I want to recite the verse in my head over and over for like a week before I walk in it. Because doing it right after I wrote it, like I ain't had fun with it yet. Like I ain't chose like
you like it to
maybe this, like if I keep saying it over and over, then like the shit becomes more flexible. And it's like, you know what? The flexion in my voice on this line, I'm gonna say it like this, or I could tweak that bar a little bit better, or maybe another punchline might come up.
That's interesting.
And that's the way I am. And I've done even like during this project, like I've done where me and him were in the lab working on shit, and I would walk up and me and DJ Head just call it dummy vocals.
Shout out
to DJ Head. Where I just walk up and I say it, and I'll send it to Stretch and be like, bro, like I literally just walked out the lab sent it to him, and I'm like, I'm gonna redo my verse. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right,
I'm
right.
gonna know it by heart, and I'm gonna have fun with it.
Cause like,
And then I'm gonna go in the
when
booth
you
and just say
when you
that
first
shit.
write
flawless,
something,
you
you
know.
record it, and when you listen to it, you like, I'm reading that shit. But when
Bam.
you come back, you're rapping.
I
that
can't
shit.
say it like I
because
mean
it's
it.
like I'm in the booth, you know me. But you come, I'm in the booth, and you kind of
Let me tell y'all something, man.
Okay.
Let me
Tell
tell
us something,
y'all
then.
something, man. Look, the ill thing about that and that being like your process as an artist, that's how it works for you, right?
Mhm.
Right? I'm about to tell you two motherfucking things. Like you said, you like to like come up with it and like recite it and rap it for a week, and then you like my affliction right here, right? Okay. When I come up with some shit, by the time I get to that 16th bar, I know that whole motherfucker.
Thing by heart.
But the thing is, while I was coming up with it and adding to it, I say it from the top.
Yeah.
Every motherfucking
Every
time.
yeah.
I come up with a new line, 2, 4, both bars,
fresh
whatever.
start. Yeah,
I
yeah.
go back to the top and say that shit again.
I swear that
All the way until I get to where I stopped it again or whatever. By the time I get to that last
You know
line,
it, you
I
ready.
know that motherfucker like water.
So
You understand?
I-
So that's what makes the difference in how I can get in there and deliver it. And then not only that, I've chosen all my afflictions throughout
on the
the
way.
process.
So as you're saying
know
that you
it.
keep
You
doing
know
it
it.
over and over.
And I think, you know what?
Yeah.
I think the thing too with him is because he just did it, it's so fresh in his mind that he can walk in the booth and kill it on the spot. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not like that. My brain don't work like that.
Okay, well, I wanna know
Everybody
this.
built,
All right.
set up different when it comes to that.
And everybody
You got
set up
hoes just
different.
go in there and sit for 10 minutes. You got a whole album.
Some
It's
people
the
do
same-
punch.
it's the
Some
same
people punch
thing,
in.
though. It's
got
just
another dude that
in.
come in there.
My whole thing is I'm not opening my mouth until I capture the feeling that I'm feeling.
Okay.
I don't just go into it like,
And I think that's the difference. He captures the feeling like first take, first draft.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just thinking of what am I gonna say.
Now, do you think
You
that
get what I'm
these-
saying?
do you
And
think
I
it's-
think-
Cause you like I could stretch this level when I okay. I can
Yeah.
do,
And
you
then
kinda
I'm
critiquing
super.
your shit over the top.
I'm my biggest critic.
I was just about to ask,
Like,
do you
I'm
think
not
that
this
you're being
crazy.
like over analytical or
No,
searching for perfection?
No,
or-
it's not.
it works for him.
It works for
probably
me.
works more for him than it doesn't, because it gives him shit like dope come outs on the verse, the way he's
No,
thinking
very
about it.
And I got
Very
a tight
clever,
knit,
too. Yeah.
a tight knit team
Mhm.
that I trust, and I'm gonna tell you who that team. It's the homie Pigpen, who made quite a few beats on our project. Shout out to Pigpen, one of my best friends again. DJ Head and Tone Rizzo, and I made a blatant effort to say to myself, which I know to a lot of artists this might be blasphemy, that I don't care how dope it sounds to me. If it don't sound dope to all three of them, and including me, this shit ain't dope, and the world don't
I
get to hear
respect
it.
that.
And
I
because
respect
I'm a MC, I'm a rapper, and no offense to MCs and rappers, this is my favorite form of music. We are musicians. We make music with our mouth. Okay, cool. But we are not musicians to the degree of a producer or somebody who knows how to play a piano or somebody who knows how to structure a song. Like, so I'm going to worry about the words. I'm going to worry about my flows and cadence and
Your
whatever,
instrument.
and my
Your
instrument.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
I'll bring it to them and let them be the musician. And then they're going to say, your tone ain't right here.
But that's dope.
Or you ain't in the pocket right. You ain't in the groove right. Do this, and to me, I'd be like, man, what? I think that shit might sound sweet as fuck. But DJ Head, if he says X, Y, Z, my confidence goes out the window. That's why I say he's customado. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's my customado. I'm Tyson in that ring, and it's like, and I don't feel any less of myself because of that. Because this is a motherfucker who, was at the top of the music industry, and he'll tell you what them Dr. Dre sessions are like. 50 Cent, I read it in 50's book where he talked about Dr. Dre had 50 do the same verse over and over and over for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. You're going to spit the same verse until Dr. Dre feels it's perfect. And 50 wrote in his book, he's like, first, like, Ain't nobody gonna critique me like that. Like they were bumping heads. Like you're not about to put me in the studio. I know my shit's sweet. And he's like, come on, that's why I'm here. That's why you signed me, right? And they had like Dre had a I don't know exactly the details, but they had to kind of tell Fifth like, homie, these ain't G-Unit mixtapes in the streets. We about to make a classic.
These are standards, bro.
We about to make Mike Jack Thriller, homie.
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye quality music, Quincy Jones quality music, and DJ Head will tell me that he goes now. If I was in that position again, I don't know at this age if I would even have it in me to go to the lab and be in there for 13 hours straight working on one song. One song, 13 hours. You know what I'm saying?
I'd be in there in
So-
tears like I want to go home.
When I hear about M having to say the same verse a million times over, 50 having to say the same verse a million times over for hours. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take a lunch break, come back, and revisit this verse. We got 2 other verses to put on the song.
But you see the
You know
key
what I'm
in what
saying?
you said. Think about the names you named.
And that's why it's like,
people
to
be
me-
where they need to be.
To me,
That
I wanted to
diligence.
separate myself from a dope rapper, and I wanted to have great, great, great music. And I knew that no rapper can make great music. It's a rapper with a team of dope-ass musicians that makes great music. And that goes with singers. That goes with Beyonce, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson wasn't
got
in
a
there all
team.
by himself.
Yep,
Like,
they got
yeah,
a
just
team.
play it. Yeah, just play the 2-track. I don't need the stems. I don't need the splits. Just play the instrumental. Yeah, rip it off YouTube, and I'm gonna go kill this
Fucking
shit.
Billie Jean was mixed
No,
91 times.
man.
Okay, facts.
Exactly.
91
Billie Jean
times.
was
See the
mixed
attention to
91
detail?
times.
So to me, basically to just kind of put a cap on that is just basically like growing up when I had dreams of being an MC and an artist and all that, I dreamt about being creme de la creme. So now I gotta do what they do.
Right.
I gotta put in the same time, effort, energy, discipline that they do. All right, where's my team? All right, cool. I got Grammy Award winning Tone Rizzo. I got Grammy Award platinum DJ Head. Come on, man. Y'all coming with me. Wait, you was in the fucking lab with Dre for all them hours? Come on, dog. Coach me, bro. I'm the wackest in the room. I don't know this music shit. And they say, like, even in basketball, you want to get better at basketball? Be the wackest person on the court. You get better. You know what I mean?
No, that's
And
facts.
then when you feel like you're better than them, all right. There's
Keep
levels to
going
this shit. Yeah, man. So that's
And,
what it is.
And speaking of levels to this shit, you know what I'm saying? The number one reason why y'all in the building, we got to most definitely
Well,
promote.
Yes,
Because
yes.
y'all see I got my gear on. Motor City shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We got Bill and Isaiah in the building, and right
Ooh.
here we got Bill right here.
Hi, I'm Mr. Lambert.
You know what I'm saying? He the one that led the league in most holes left on red in 2018.
How'd you see
You know what I'm
that?
saying? He is the most improved MC for the last 10 consecutive seasons.
Okay,
You
well.
feel me? Then we got Stretch over here. Who is Isaiah?
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? And he was the 2006 Rookie of the Year and was the only player in history to be awarded the MVP from the streets and from hip hop.
Okay.
Timeout.
Yeah, up. He said timeout.
Timeout. NBA shit. How do you know that? Them cards didn't even come out yet.
It's the people of Detroit.
Oh, period. Exclusive. What I will tell you is this: we're gonna take a quick
You
second.
fucked me up, dog.
We're gonna take a quick second because we gotta do this right now on the people of Detroit. We gonna give y'all Detroit flowers.
Yes.
Here you go.
And I'm going to stand
Smell
up. And I ain't never stood up. But I'm handing y'all. There you go.
Get them
Thank you.
Detroit
It's your
flowers.
Detroit flowers.
Appreciate it.
It's your
Yes.
Detroit flowers. We appreciate y'all,
Thank
bro.
you,
We
thank
you.
appreciate y'all
Yes.
artistry.
Pat these boys
Everything.
like a baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We
yes.
appreciate it. We
Thank
appreciate
you,
that
bro.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Just
So-
for everything y'all been doing, contributing to Detroit hip hop as a whole, as a society, these past years. And then with what y'all doing, this force, this Bill and Isaiah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, it's been years since I seen marketing this dope on a Detroit hip hop album.
Facts.
Thanks.
I'm gonna be honest, and of this caliber and the creativity and the concept, I might even give y'all ever.
Thank you.
Period.
Thank you.
Cause ain't
Period.
nobody dropping
Period.
the whole everything from
The
the
concept
vinyl,
is dope.
the tape,
Like,
the towel,
like-
the shirt, the card.
this is good
You know what
kid,
I'm
man,
saying?
city
Like,
dope to me. When I say
that's-
concept, marketing, like Y'all got it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hats
Thank
off
you.
to y'all.
You know what the time is. I'm out saying that I'm land here, smooth cashmere. Shit, welcome to the palace, I'm the man here. Cause we the bad boys, world champs back to back. 4 letters make 89 Cadillacs. The underdogs for the W, imagine that. Keep the numbers real, homie. Stats and stats, They ain't think that we can do it, but we doing it, pursuing it. We can take it there or we can ruin it. Who you think you're moving with the two that be the truest in the city? Check it up, never guess, but I love. Next go around, get the bag and hold it ground. Next go around, I'm taking every pro in town. I've been on the gas, ain't no telling me to slow it down. I've been moving fast when it was slow, it wasn't no go around. And I was ready to move. Me and bro, getting scooped. We the quarter town, order at the porterhouse. Where the stakes high. Take this lady, make her say goodbye. Fuck the slice, we want the cake and pie. This the type of shit you can't deny. No matter what, we gon' take a stride. Got a BG, stay alive. Come on, 2 lessons like the story they be telling. No, it's down the stretch money, more than 40 and 11. Stay ready, haters. I'm a player, you know what the time is. I'm a day, and I'm land here. Smooth as cashmere. Shit, welcome to the palace, I'm the man here. Cause we the bad boys, world champs back to back. Full lift, makes 89 Cadillacs. The underdogs for the cover, you imagine that. Keep the numbers well, homie. Stats and stats, Yeah.
As far as putting this album together, y'all, I see what y'all doing with it, and I noticed that y'all wanted to keep it 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, who idea was that? Or is that just something y'all both kind of was like, no, this gotta be what it is?
Organically.
How you want to tell the story?
Oh, we just tell it how it is, dog.
Right.
He came to we started knocking out a couple features for each
Wait,
other.
wait, hold on, wait.
Go ahead.
Wait. We ain't gonna give them all that.
You do it then.
Hold
All right,
on,
pick
wait.
up on the point we need to know.
Right.
Look,
All right, Mr. Thomas.
I'm about to, Hold on,
Zeke.
Lambier. Hold on. Look,
Right.
me holler at him, Bill.
Go ahead.
Keep it short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? Should I? You want to tell him?
No. At the end of the day, dog. Really, when it
Whatever
comes down to
exclusive
it,
we get.
you know, we only got so much time on this podcast, so I ain't trying to do a 3-hour
Yeah, because
episode.
it's
Right.
At the end of the day,
We hour in.
This
We
is
hour in right
serious.
now. We hour
This
in
is
right now.
serious. This
I
is
like the way you
serious.
put that, Stretch. It's
You know what I'm
serious.
saying? It really is.
It's not just marketing. It's not a gimmick. It's not a cool play on words.
It was both of
The
us.
way-
To answer the question,
Yeah, it was both of
us.
us. And the way
Yeah.
history is told about these two guys in the Detroit Bad Boys, this shit is really real to us. We really do feel like we are that when it comes to hip hop, Detroit hip hop, whatever. Like,
Right.
not just like, oh, we the best, like we the champions.
We
89,
feel
90.
how this looks.
Yeah, like the way that album cover looks. The media didn't like them. The refs didn't like them. The players didn't like them. They were the bad guys. They were the villains of the NBA. And that's how we feel when it comes to this shit.
Bad boy.
Yeah, for real. Like, fuck them popular crews and cliques and whatever of other rappers. Fuck them. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know.
It's like two lone wolves joined together.
Yeah. And it's like, we're the
I got it.
rejects.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
got
saying?
it.
Nobody liked Zeke. They voted him, even though he was the best. Even though he was the best.
Wasn't
The
on the dream
misfits.
team.
of
Even
got
though he
together.
was the best.
Because he wasn't on the damn
Even
dream
though
team.
he-
That was
even
some
though-
bullshit. That was
Exactly,
some
right?
Yeah.
That
was
makes
some
sense.
bullshit.
Right?
Makes
That was
sense.
some bullshit.
Because
And I'm not
Jordan
talking
like, no.
and I'm not talking about Isaiah Thomas. That was some bullshit, right? Right? Even though he's the best, he wasn't on the team.
Mhm.
That's fact.
Even though he was the best.
The best.
I'm not
Yeah.
talking basketball, bro.
Yes,
You know, and I just
so,
kind of feel
yeah.
that's we both had a similar
We
similar
also,
taste in our mouth with this hip hop shit.
but we
And-
feel sentimentally equal about one another.
Okay.
Pause.
Period. Got it.
This my man. This my friend. This my buddy. This is my friend in commerce. Okay, like this marketing you seeing make this vinyl, cassette tapes, towels, t-shirts,
Oh, and it's super dope.
stickers.
Super dope.
That makes us a friend in commerce. Okay. This is my buddy. I hope to be 70 and fishing with him. And like, yo, motherfucker, we was some rapping motherfuckers.
Y'all
Hey,
gonna be fishing
you
and
know what I'm saying?
freestyle.
They're like, hey, motherfucker, let's go make one more tape. Let's
Right.
make an old man tape, motherfucker.
Oh.
This my man. So but personally, I have my own reasons for wanting this for us. Like making a tape together started out sentimental from jump. It was for sentimental value. We was like, yo, let's do something. We've been buddies in this shit for over a decade. Let's get something in for each other. Let's just do it for us. And then we realized, before we even started recording, we realized what we actually had. And that's when it turned into something bigger. You know what I'm saying? And in all honesty, our idea was big from jump.
No, it's 80s as fuck. It's 80s as fuck.
So,
because that's when they played.
Yep.
It was the 80s.
That
And it was
makes
that
sense.
era. And it was
you can feel the 80s, right?
you can feel
No,
the
definitely.
You can feel it?
Definitely.
I
feel
can feel the 80s for sure.
we
Yeah.
kind of on this tape when the album comes out and you play it from beginning to end, it is gonna sound like we're the bad guys, like we're the villains, like we're the villains.
We're
in the
vigilantes.
80s. Yeah, we're the vigilantes, like in the 80s movie that are out for revenge. You get what I'm saying?
I mean,
and,
because-
and it's not a
When I
gimmick though.
when I
It
listen
comes
to
from a
Sentimental,
legit spot.
Thank you.
When I listen to Sentimental, I'll be like, shit, am I, what shit, am I?
Yeah.
You know, it make you feel
Yeah.
like
Nah.
you know what I mean?
Talk to him, V. Go
that
ahead,
was
dog.
this
Tell
man's
him.
idea. Like
Tell
we
him.
did this tape, and like I said, when you hear this tape, it's gonna sound like an 80s, like cocaine cowboy music. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
like a film. Like that's just what it sounds like. Like the intro, like the day we got to the lab and we started collecting the beats from our, producers that we fuck with heavy on his side and my side.
Right.
I remember literally, I was on the couch at the lab and I was like, yo, Stretch, we're working on the intro today. And I was like, this album, because we're about to create the introduction, like this is the opening scene of a movie.
Yeah.
I was like, it just needs to sound like it's 1989. These boys just won the fucking championship in LA. They flew back to Detroit, and they're rocking like white and black gaiters and shit like that with no socks on and linen pants. And it's 3 a.m. and they're at a dirty after hours on the east side of Detroit, and there's strippers and cocaine everywhere. I go, that's what this album needs to sound like. Like the evil
visual.
motherfuckers just got the chip. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, the evil
Yeah.
empire won the championship, and the rest of
Yeah.
the NBA is crying, and they're doing bad guy shit at 4 a.m. in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I go, that's what this project needs to sound like. So it sounds like that, and then all of a sudden this guy goes, we should do a pop song, an 80s pop song. And I was like, what? Like, I was like, I don't know, dog. Like, I ain't really, you know what I'm saying?
So
I
you
was
used to that Dilla shit? You
yeah, I
used
was
to
like
that?
an 80s pop song. And then it just like started making sense to me. Like when you watch Scarface, when you watch Miami Vice, when you watch these 80s, drug kingpin motherfucking shit, like there's always a scene where they're in the club and they're like,
And it's
or
a
they're
whole
in the-
little bop playing.
and it's
Again.
like some
Yeah.
motherfucking like
Yeah.
Madonna shit in the background, or like some
Skip
culture
it,
club, or some
My ass would have got deep without it. I would have went to the 1989, the 90. I would have looked up the hottest songs of that year,
yeah.
all in every genre, and then just
That
find
would've been
one,
dope.
sample some ill shit. I
That
mean,
would've
just
been
thinking
dope.
some deep. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this project is super deep.
You'll
Like
see-
there's
you'll-
layers, there's
yeah,
concepts
yeah,
within
you-
concepts,
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
April 14th,
And-
y'all.
Yeah.
April 14th for sure.
And it made
Yeah.
sense to me when he was like, "Yeah, a pop song," and it just made sense. I had this hook in mind and shit like that. My homie Chuck Cross cooked up the beat real quick, and then this guy goes, "We need a cute white girl to sing the hook." And I was like,
we
you
need
know, I
that-
know
we
a
need
couple of
cute-
them,
we need
you
a
know what I'm
cute
saying?
voice.
And
Yeah.
Valen,
We
like,
need
I think I
we
can
need
pull
that.
that off.
And y'all
Like,
performed
Shout out to
that
Kelly
joint
Kerr.
at Dilla World too, which
Yeah.
was very, very dope.
yeah,
Very
yeah,
dope.
that was amazing. That was amazing.
So- But yeah, the whole project is like layers of concepts and a full blown story. And I just hope motherfuckers fuck with it. I think they will.
Yeah.
And it's definitely some fly by like some fly ass shit that you can ride to, dog.
I don't know. We might need a Bill and Isaiah
Yeah.
like little mini sketch, little mini film.
This is hip hop.
Ooh, that sounds.
It's
That
car
would be dope.
music. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And yeah,
right.
that would be dope.
You know, come shoot your scenes. We got you.
But we might be talking about something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
I might
That's
have to
after.
ask
That's after the interview. Look, business on the floor.
There you go.
But we just appreciate y'all, man. Like our platform, we try to put on for our city, and we try to put on for people that we looked up to growing up, or people that's making a difference in the community, our community. And y'all are two individuals who have cemented y'all name into this Detroit hip hop, and from the countless features, countless songs. Stretch, you've been dropping shit for 18 months straight, but niggas be sleep.
Yeah, my man.
You know,
See
man,
what I'm saying?
My man,
Niggas
my
be
man.
sleep.
See why the concept of the
man,
album
yeah.
is what
Niggas
it
be
is?
sleep.
Yeah,
But,
and
you
you
know-
know,
You know how I
You
go.
know-
but you know, we just had a talk before, and I know you on one right now. Before getting here, we was riding, and I said, that in Detroit, it's always been the street side, the hip hop side. It's really a separation. I don't get it. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, like, categorizing the genres, but the separation
We all won.
is the problem for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And I'm from the streets. Like, I love hip hop, but I'm from the streets.
Mhm.
And all my homies, from my people to all the homies that's running shit, like, the homies that's hot from the streets and everybody else. And the thing about me is because that's where I'm from,
Mhm.
the streets, they only want to hear me that way.
In that lane.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Right.
my fight with that is, fuck, just accept me for the artist and MC
You're
that
multifaceted.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, motherfucking in Cali, you think Bloods or Crips is not accepting Kendrick, or
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying, or like, nigga,
Right.
we real gangsters, fuck Kendrick. No, I don't think it's like that. You know what I'm saying?
Who putting on for
That's
where
a
they
good
from.
point.
Yeah,
Accept
you know,
his
like,
artistry.
like
Yeah.
the same with a cat like J. Cole, like, and not this, even in the industry, the streets are very receptive to J. Cole. From a song with Benny the Butcher to 21 Savage and
Right.
so forth and so on. I'm very aware of that type of shit and what's going on, and I just wish that the citizens of Detroit would give me that and respect me as an art, not respect me, because I know they do. You understand? Everybody know that, like, I'm good at what I do, but accept me for the artist that I am, and stop wanting me
To keep you in a box.
to
Yeah.
sound like the rest of the street niggas, or I need to be on this street sounding type beat,
Right.
or this and that, for y'all to accept what I'm doing. And I don't have a problem with the fact that because that's what you like, you don't like what I'm doing. I don't have a problem with that. But I do ask to be respected and accepted for who the fuck I am, and stop trying to, the streets want me to be
I think
the
that's,
street nigga.
There's
And-
one way.
I think that's one of my favorite things about this whole project. Me and him have had this conversation a million times. Like, when people like say Stretch Money, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's spoken about very highly, and he's spoken about very highly from some of the biggest like street artists to come out this bitch. It's like, the Grizzlies, the Vezos, the Payrolls, the Sadas, like, they all, he's one of the founding fathers of that sound, of that
Agreed.
lane, damn
Yeah,
near.
yeah.
Like my nigga
You know what I'm
Wayne-
saying?
Like Wayne
Like-
said, I gave birth to your style. I need check from my label.
But what's so dope is, like, people, even though he just said, like, I'm bigger than that, people will still categorize him in that lane. And then you got Valid over here, and I do shit with, like, Elzai and Illa J and
J,
Fat
yes.
Cat and Guilty Simpson.
Yes.
And it's like,
Talk that shit.
you know, people they would put me in a box of like neo soul, boom bap, hip hop, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Where are we from?
But
And
y'all,
it's like-
y'all bridging the gap
And
together.
that's the
So
dopest
that's-
fucking thing about
That's
it.
dope.
And that's the most Bill and Isaiah shit. Because like when you watch documentaries about the Pistons and they talk about Bill Laimbeer and Isaiah's like friendship and like it's like two different walks of life, two different backgrounds, two different personalities, two different attitudes. But like the love of the game,
Brought
the
them
love of
together.
the sport is like brought us together. Because a lot of people like I don't think they know, like, bro, I listen to that shit. Like I bump Payroll heavy, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a Dilla head.
Yeah.
Elzai's my
Yeah.
favorite rapper. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All this shit.
Yeah.
You know, I listen to, as I said earlier, MF Doom, Black Thought, Royce. Yeah, I love
All
that's
that, all
all
that,
that.
all
Oh,
that.
bro, you play some Payroll, some shit. Like you know,
Oh, it's-
I'm
Yeah.
with
Payroll
it.
just
It's up
make you
there.
want to go get
And
to a
it's so
bag
funny
anytime
with
you hear
him.
a track.
It's so funny with him. What he was exactly just expressing, it's like, dog, one of my favorite hip hop memories of my life happened when me and him were getting ready for one of the videos we shot. And we was cruising up the road. And this dude and me, we were reciting some like deep, like Nas lyrics. Not even from the singles.
Right.
And I was just like, I wish there was a camera to capture this moment. Stretch Money, one of the fucking, you know, lords of the streets of this Detroit rap shit, is like reciting some of the most boom bap lyrical Nas shit. And then we turned on Pharaoh Monch, right?
Pharaoh Monch.
And this dude was going in word for, and it like, not to be on no
Yeah.
fucking sentimental shit. It almost brought
No,
a tear
yeah,
to my eye.
sentimental.
And it was what you just said earlier. It's all one, man.
All
Yeah.
one.
It
It's all
really
one.
is.
It's all
Like
one.
this gap of like this is the street shit, this is the backpack shit. I get it. I understand why a listener of this vibe may not vibe with this vibe. You get what I'm saying? I get it. But at the end of the day, man, don't discriminate because at the end of the day, Slum Village was talking. Slum Village, who is like our neo soul, you know, real hip hop, blah blah blah.
Right.
Man, 80% of their lyrics, they was talking about fucking hoes, rocking ice, and the same
Cracking
fucking
niggas'
shit.
heads.
They just did that shit
It
smooth
was
as
just to
hell.
a
They just did it over
It
some
was to a
soulful
nice
shit. They
beat.
was
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
the
yeah.
same
Hey,
shit
and
that
thanks,
Cheddar
Jonetta from
Boys and
Cleveland.
Rock
You
Boy.
know that good Henny and Jetta better believe it.
Listen to Dilla, man. Listen to Jay Dilla on Turn It Up. All he's talking about is the stones he rocks, the car, the
It's
trucks.
just a different vibe.
It's just, but
So
how does that make it any different than
It's not, though.
like Cheddar Boys and Rock Bottom? And it's like, and let's flip it the other
Man,
way.
look.
Big Herc is one of the most lyrical MCs ever.
Bro.
Facts.
You get
Shout
what I'm
out Big
saying?
Herc.
Shout out.
Shout out Big
And-
Herc.
and
Legend.
I just hope this project, if anything, opens eyes where it's like, look, dog, you ain't gotta be trap or soulful. It's fucking music, man.
The
Enjoy
crazy
yourself.
part is, bro, you can go all the way back to Rapper's Delight, and they was flexing crazy. on
Yeah,
that shit.
ain't nothing new, man.
Doggy Bone verse about his big screen
Big screen TV
all
and
that shit.
Cadillac.
That was shit talking. You
Yeah.
feel me? At its finest, dating back to the origins of this shit. So, you know, like, somebody like me and Valid can draw the line every time if you want to talk this rap shit, this hip hop shit. Like, you know, but he said, like, see, the thing is with me is I'm a studier of the game, and like really real shit. I'm an MC that, in order for me to have had my shot, I got thrown into the lion's den of the streets for me to have my shot. Really, I'm fake thug, no love. You get the slug. See, before gusto, your luck. No, I didn't know till I was drunk though. You feel me? I've come from that. You feel me? You know, I come from studying that type of shit. Like we set up, we rapped the other day. Twist the verse on "Is It the End?" You feel me? Like
Yup.
so, like I come from really studying this shit, and I got through into the streets like that, and I think that's another factor to the situation with me. But like, we know this game, and we love this game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And our love for the game is what brought us together. But like, what we really just trying to explain is that we really fucking are Bill and Isaiah.
Yeah.
it's quite poetic, actually.
You know, so like with his story, with my story, the difference is he's tall and awkward.
Yup.
I mean, we fit the bill in every form of the fashion. And there's I can confidently say there's nobody else from the city that could have pulled this shit off.
No,
Nobody.
I agree.
No
Agree.
disrespect to nobody.
Yeah, not no-
This
not
shit-
no
This was for
Anybody
y'all.
could have
This
called
was-
themselves.
Yeah, they could have.
They could have called themselves
really
Bill
fit
and
the-
Isaiah, but
fit the
does your
description.
story
Nah,
actually
this is y'all. This
click?
is y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is ours.
Does it actually represent you? Does
Yeah,
that,
this-
and
this is
I don't
ours.
think. Again, yeah, like he said, confidently, I don't think anybody else could embrace those names, but actually fit the bill in Isaiah. You know what I'm saying? No
Pun intended.
Real shit. Hey, thank you all for having us.
Yeah,
on.
this
No,
is
for
super
sure,
dope.
man. We greatly appreciate y'all time, y'all energy. I'm gonna ask both of y'all one more thing before we leave, and then we can go and do it from there. Valid, could you tell the people about a story that happened in 6th grade with your teacher? If you couldn't say your name right,
You talking about my verse with Boldy James?
Yes,
the
sir.
Foreign Forever. So
because I'm
Yeah,
like, this gotta be a real story.
So again, my real name is Mihailo, and if you grew up in America and you don't know like how to speak Serbian or some shit like that, you would look at my name and not know how to pronounce it. So it was normal for me, even to this day. Like if I'm in the waiting room at the emergency room, and they're like, and they'll just like go to my last
Mike,
name.
hey Mike,
Yeah, something like that. So I like, it would happen all the time. So like when the substitute teacher would start fucking up a name, I knew she was calling me. So that happened. And at the time in 6th grade, America was bombing where my parents are from. So it was a very stressful time. My parents are calling home. We're calling relatives. People are dying, left and right back home. And yeah, it was an emotional time. It was a scary time. It was a weird time because we live in America, but the country we live in is bombing the homeland. You get what I'm saying? It was a weird time. And that's all they were talking about on the news. And then it was also like on the news, the media is the fucking devil, and they don't tell all sides of the story.
Right.
And I'm not saying that my people didn't do bad things over there during that time. I'm not stupid enough or to say that. But when a war happens, all sides are doing very evil things to each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's always like that. But in America, whenever an international thing happens, American media is quick to demonize and only tell the wrongdoings of the side that they're not rocking with and victimize the other side. And there was victims on all sides. That's all I'm going to say. And shout out to all the people in that side of the world. Even, the people that my people were fighting with, whatever. There was a lot of deaths and a lot of atrocities that happened on all sides. But back to that story. We were getting bombed by America. And at the time, we had a substitute teacher. Teacher couldn't say my name. She said, "Where are you from?" And I said it, we're Yugoslavian, Serbian, whatever. And this American kid, we're all American. But this, I'm born and raised here, you know what I'm saying? I was born on Outer Drive in Lodge, you know what I'm saying? This American kid, like I ain't from here, you know what I'm saying? This kid was like, "Oh, man, fuck y'all, bro. We're bombing him. That's why our country's like bombing him." Like he was being like I don't even fucking know. Yeah, hey, kids can be rude, but kids also got fists. So I got up and I was like, "Oh, bro, what the fuck's your problem?" And I clenched my fist. I was like, "I'll fuck you up right now." I said some shit like that. And I could tell the substitute was like, "Whoa, what the fuck class did I get scheduled to teach today?" And she didn't know what the fuck was going on in front of her. So she just told me to sit down. I calmed down and she told the kid shut up or some shit. I don't know. But that's what happened. And that's why in that song with Boldy, Foreign Forever, I tell that story. And I think sometimes my lyrics, my pen might have gone over people's heads. So when I say back in 6th grade, whatever, and I'm like, he said we bombing him. I said that was a mistake or some shit like that. I balled up my fist, about to throw some bombs in him, but got taken out the game when the sub made a sit. I think that line, the double entendre, goes over motherfuckers' heads. Because,
you
know.
had to explain that story.
Yeah, because when I say.
That line got 20 times, 100 times colder, dog.
Yeah, when I say.
Now that you broke
I got taken out the game when the sub made us sit. You visualizing the substitute teacher telling us to sit down, but on some Bill and Isaiah shit.
Right.
I got taken out the game when the sub made us sit. Like you a player in the court, got taken out the game because of substitution. And I think that line goes, the entendre goes over motherfuckers' heads. And I'm just saying that to say Valid is one of the coldest with the pen. I'm just ahead of y'all. My shit is so deep and layered that y'all motherfuckers,
it's just going out.
Your ears ain't dope enough to hang with my pen.
You can't decode the message.
And when you get this album, you're going to have to listen to it. You small-minded fucks going to have to listen to it a few more times, all right? I know we live in the single era, the Spotify era, where it's just...
That popcorn ready.
Yeah, nah, cuz this is a full course, filet mignon, baby.
Pour a glass
it was
of wine,
simmered
crack
perfectly.
open a beer.
Man.
Take your time with it.
Valid, like, listen, I ain't talking fast, you just listening slow.
Basically.
Yeah, like, I was going to say that, like 50 Cent say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you listen fast enough, I ain't got to slow down for you to catch up.
Right.
You know?
Well, I think he got one for you, Stretch.
Yes. Not nothing too crazy.
You rubbed your hands.
Right.
I'm nervous. You don't know what this guy going.
No, it ain't nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of curious about something. You were working on audiobook movie. Are you still like in the midst of doing that, or is it something that you're still?
I assisted someone in the audiobook movie. I was a leading character in one.
Dope. What was the name of it exactly?
Shit, I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about it.
Oh, it ain't out yet?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I don't
Okay,
even
we can
know.
get the exclusive off camera.
Just know it's an audiobook movie.
Can we ask you questions now?
Hey, you be first. I don't think nobody ever asked me nothing.
That's real, though. Yeah,
that's real?
That's
okay.
real.
But no, again, me, my fiance, Rico, everybody in here, Mo, wifey. I didn't catch your name originally.
Kasha with Tell a Story Promotions.
Yes.
Shout out, baby.
AKA Nisha, what up, though?
Yes.
Oh, you leaving me hanging?
We appreciate all y'all. We appreciate y'all for coming rocking with us. Like we said, Bill and Isaiah, April 14th, all streaming platforms. Run that shit the fuck up. They got a few singles out already. Sentimental. What's the one before Sentimental?
Well, like a year and a half ago, we dropped Like This. That was
Like this, Like This, Sentimental, and then
commentate.
Commentate. Listen, commentate.
Commentate.
Commemorate.
Hey, leave me alone, nigga. Leave me alone. Hey. But y'all heard it, man. Go ahead on YouTube, run that shit up.
And real quick, drop y'all handles for
anybody
that's not following.
Tell people where they can find y'all
at Valid313.
I'm Stretch Money Official.
You can go to BillAndIsaiah.com. BillAndIsaiah.com.
And we are
Bill and Isaiah, Valid and Stretch Money. It is what it is. And we the flies, you know what I'm saying? Simple like that.
Yeah. And y'all already know what it is. We appreciate y'all for rocking with
appreciate y'all
the
for having
pod.
us.
Yes. Thank y'all boys for popping up on us.
Thank you, brother.
Thank y'all for the interview. In the meantime, in between time, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Sir LA.
And it's me, your girl, Dahlia.
And thank y'all for rocking with the pod, a.k.a. the people of Detroit. Yeah. We out. What's up?
Make the music. Make the music. Make the music.
I got this cake, they got no choice but stand by and commentate. So we gon' give them something they can talk about. We gon' give them something they can talk about. All I